It began on a night like any other, though Alex would later swear he had felt the air shift, heavy and electric, as though time itself had leaned closer to listen. He had just turned 23, living in a small apartment cluttered with unfinished sketches, bills he never paid on time, and half-broken dreams he carried like weights. Restless, he stayed up past midnight, staring at the reflection in his darkened laptop screen, wondering where his choices were taking him. That was when the knock came. It was soft, almost hesitant, but when Alex opened the door, his breath caught. The man standing there was older, 30, maybe 35, with sharper lines around the eyes and streaks of silver in his hair, but the face was unmistakable. It was his own. The man smiled faintly, as though trying to make the impossible feel casual. "Don't panic, I don't have much time. I'm you, 10 years from now." Alex staggered back, heart racing, his mind scrambled for explanations. Dream, hallucination, maybe even a prank, but every detail was too sharp, too familiar. The scar above the eyebrow from a childhood fall, the nervous habit of shifting weight from one foot to the other, it was all real. The future self entered, looking around the cluttered apartment with a sad familiarity. "I can't tell you everything. There are rules, but I came because you're about to make a choice that changes everything." Alex demanded answers, but the man deflected, speaking in riddles. He warned Alex about an upcoming opportunity, something that looked small but would ripple out into disaster if he took it. "You'll think it's the right step," the older version said. "You'll believe it leads to success, but it leads to me." His tone carried such weight that Alex shivered. The younger Alex pressed for details. What opportunity? What decision? But the man only said, "Trust your instincts. Don't let desperation blind you." Then, as suddenly as he had arrived, the future self vanished. Not with smoke or flashes of light, he simply blinked out, as though erased. Days passed, and Alex couldn't shake the encounter. He replayed every word, every expression, until he nearly drove himself mad. Then the opportunity appeared, a corporate job offer from a company he'd never heard of, promising stability, good money, and connections. His gut twisted. It seemed ordinary, yet the memory of his future self's warning haunted him. 4 hours, he agonized. In the end, he refused the offer. His friends called him insane, but Alex held firm, believing he had just dodged the trap. Life went on, uncertain but lighter somehow. He focused on his art again, chasing freelance work, telling himself he had chosen freedom over chains. But one night, a year later, as he sketched under the weak glow of a lamp, another knock came. His heart leapt and froze all at once. He opened the door. There stood another version of himself, older again, perhaps 40 this time. His hair had thinned, his expression hardened, and his clothes were worn as though life had chewed through him. The man's eyes carried a bitterness that chilled Alex to the bone. "You think you escaped it," the new future self said with a bitter laugh. "But you didn't. You made the other choice, the one I made when I thought I was clever. And here I am." He stepped inside, looming like a shadow of everything Alex feared becoming. Alex's voice shook. "But, the first you told me," he said. "That wasn't me," the man interrupted, his tone sharp and dangerous. "That was another version, another branch. Every time you choose, there's another me, another ending. I'm here because you need to understand there's no right choice. Every road leads to one of us, and we all want something from you." Alex's stomach turned as the man leaned closer, his voice dropping to a whisper. "You're not meeting your future. You're meeting the fragments of yourself scattered through time. Each one will knock on your door eventually. And one day, you'll be the one standing here, warning yourself, trying to twist the past so you don't become what you already are." The room spun, reality folding in on itself. Alex realized with dawning horror that his fate wasn't a single thread, it was a knot of endless versions, each clawing at him, each trying to rewrite their own misery through him. And in that moment, as the older self's hand gripped his shoulder, Alex finally understood the cruelest truth. He wasn't meeting his future at all. He was becoming someone else's past.